Good morning, children. Welcome to your science class. Okay, so today in this class I will continue with chapter 3. Okay, and the name of the chapter is Human Body, Digestive and Excretory System. Okay, so I started this chapter in the previous class. Okay, so we studied about digestion, right? I had also told you to send me the pictures of the internal and external organs. Okay, then we studied about what happens to the food, right, when we eat it. Okay, we learned the definition of digestion. Okay, so the process of breaking down of food into a simpler form so that it can be absorbed by the body is called digestion. Okay, and there are different stages in digestion, and there are many organs involved in digestion. Okay, so today we are going to study about the digestive system. Okay, the organs that form the digestive system are the mouth, food pipe, stomach, small and large intestines, liver, rectum, and anus. Okay, so if you go to page number 28, okay, in your book, you have the digestive system, something like this. Okay, so digestion starts, the process of digestion starts from the mouth itself. Okay, food is broken down into smaller pieces by chewing. So whenever you eat something, what do? You take, use a hand or a spoon, and then you put it in your mouth, right? Then what do? You have your teeth. That is when you chew the food, you break it into smaller pieces, and then in the mouth you have saliva. Okay, uh, you have a definition also here. Okay, in glossary, saliva is the watery liquid produced in the mouth. Okay, so the saliva makes the food very soft, and then the tongue pushes the food down. Okay, so here it starts. Okay, digestion, the process of digestion starts from the mouth, right from you taking your first bite. Okay, then you use your teeth. Okay, then with the saliva your food becomes soft, and then you swallow it. Okay, the tongue pushes it. So when you swallow it, you have your food pipe or the esophagus. Okay, just let us read about what's written in the mouth. Okay, teeth helps in chewing the food into smaller pieces that are easier to swallow. Then the tongue mixes the food well with a liquid called saliva. So if there was no saliva in your mouth, then your food would remain hard only, so it would be difficult for you to swallow. Okay, and the tongue helps in pushing down the food into the food pipe, like I told you, the food pipe or the esophagus. Okay, okay, all right. So esophagus is, it is also called the food pipe. It is a tube-like structure that carries food from the mouth to the stomach. So the food that you eat here, okay, because of this food pipe, it goes and it reaches your stomach. Okay, so it's a tube-like structure, like a pipe only. Okay, I'm sure all of us have seen a pipe. All right, so next organ is your stomach. Okay, here, stomach. This is a sac-like organ in which the food is further broken down into simpler forms with the help of digestive juices. So you have in the stomach, you have digestive juices. So it will break down the food further. Okay, and the food remains in the stomach for around 4 hours. That is when you eat breakfast, and maybe after another 4 hours again you'll feel hungry, and then that's when you eat your lunch. Okay, so after that you have your small intestine. Okay, the food goes to the small intestine. So food from the stomach passes or goes into the small intestine. So you have two glands there, pancreas and the liver. Okay, you have two glands here. These are your glands. Okay, pancreas and the liver. Okay, so liver releases bile which is stored in the gallbladder. So here this is your gallbladder. Okay, so liver releases bile and helps in the digestion of fats. Remember in chapter 1 we studied about the different nutrients, how every nutrient is important for you to eat, right? So the same way your bile which the liver gives out, that helps to digest your fats, okay. Then pancreas releases juices to digest carbohydrates, proteins, fats. So if you have your bread, rice, proteins, your fish, egg and all, then your pancreas will release juices, so that is how it is digested, okay. The useful nutrients get absorbed from the small intestine into the blood, which then takes the nutrients to the different body parts. So last class also I told you, right, that food is very important for us. Food helps us to work, to play, to study, right? If I had not eaten today, maybe I would not be able to stand and explain all this to you, right? Because of the food that I have eaten, I'm able to stand here and explain. So whatever my body needs, the nutrients, it gets absorbed by, from the food into my body, okay? And then it is sent to the different body parts, okay. Like if I have to walk also, I need strength. For that I need to eat food, okay. Then after the small intestine, the food goes to the large intestine, okay. I hope you can see this. It's there in your book also, the diagram, okay. So the food that the body cannot use is sent to the large intestine. So we know that the food is there in the small intestine, okay. Then we have your liver, which releases bile, which will digest your fats, okay. Then you have pancreas, which releases juices, so that your carbohydrates, proteins, fats will get digested. And then from the small intestine, whatever nutrients you need to work, to play, that is sent to different body parts, okay. So then you have certain part which is not used or which is undigested, okay. When your mother is cooking food also, right, she does not use the, if she gets cauliflower, she will not use the whole thing. She will use, whichever is good, and then the ones which she does not need, she is going to throw it, okay. So the undigested food is there in the large intestine, okay. So water is absorbed from this undigested food. We need water also, right? In the previous chapter, chapter 1, we studied about the importance of water also, right? That is in page number 12, so you can go through it also, the importance of water, in case you've forgotten, okay. So then the undigested food, that means which we don't need, okay, forms the waste product. When I say waste, I do not need it, okay. So that comes out of your body through feces, okay, or your long toilet, right. So the next one is rectum here, okay. Rectum is the final part of the large intestine, okay. This is the final part of the large intestine. Can you see coil like structure, okay. This is your large intestine. So rectum is the final part of it, and feces are stored in the rectum for a short time before being passed out, okay. So whatever the nutrients that you need, it is there in the small intestine. Then whatever is not needed, the undigested part, it goes to the large intestine. Then water is absorbed from the undigested part, okay. So after that, your feces, okay, or your waste product which you don't need, your semi solid. If you see, the definition of feces is there in page number 32. Semi-solid waste material of the body which you do not need, okay. It is stored in the rectum for some time, and then it passes out through the anus, okay. So feces are removed from the body through the anus, all right. So this is your digestive system. It starts from the mouth, right from the time you take a bite and you chew it, okay. So this is your process. So all these organs are important in the digestive system, okay. Then we have importance of chewing food and drinking water. I'm sure all of us will sit down, comfortably, and then we have to chew our food, right? Now, we should chew our food well and slowly. Chewing breaks down the food into smaller pieces. And as I explained, when I was explaining mouth here only, I told you have saliva. So saliva will make the food soft, and that's when you can swallow it, okay? So saliva contains substances that help in digestion. So imagine if you didn't have saliva, then the food will be very hard, and then it will again be very difficult for you to swallow, okay. So thus mixing with saliva makes the food ready for further digestion, okay. So here in the mouth you have saliva, right. So if the food is not chewed well and not broken down into smaller pieces, then proper absorption of nutrients cannot take place. We are eating food because we need energy to work, to play, to do our, to carry out different activities, right? So if you do not chew your food properly, then food is not broken down into smaller pieces. Okay, so that will cause improper digestion. Okay, that means the food will not get digested properly if you do not chew the food well. Okay, so improper digestion of food by the body may cause discomfort. That means you're not fine with it. Okay, proper chewing of food leads to good absorption and digestion of food. So that's why, children, it is really important for you to chew your food. Don't be in a hurry to just gobble it or swallow it down. Okay, this leads to regular bowel movement, that is your passing out of your throwing out of your solid waste. Okay, your feces and all that you pass out. Regular bowels are very important, as the toxins or poisonous substances which is not good for your body and other harmful waste are thrown out of the body. So if you do not throw out the waste, your solid waste, your long toilet, your liquid waste like a short toilet, then it will cause toxins. It is harmful for your body and you may fall sick. You will be unhealthy. Okay, so if you pass your regular bowel movements, if you have it at the proper time, or if you do it daily, then it will help you to stay healthy also. Okay, we also studied how it is very important for us to drink water, right? First chapter also we studied, right? And I think I told you that when I say you have to drink water, it does not mean that you will take 1 liter of water and finish it at one go and then not drink the whole day. Okay, I think we studied in chapter 1 that you need to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water at regular intervals, right? So by drinking enough water and eating fiber rich food, we can help our digestive system. So if you're drinking water, that will also help in the digestive system. Okay, that is what we are going to study now. Sufficient water helps in the absorption of nutrients in the intestine. So suppose if you don't drink water, what will happen? The food that you've eaten will be dry. So if it is dry, then maybe you will not be able to pass out your feces properly, right? Your long toilet. So you will have discomfort, you will suffer from constipation. So it is very important for you to drink water. Okay, so insufficient intake of water may cause constipation and other problems. So along with your fiber rich food, water is also very important. All right, so I'm going to stop here for today. Okay, so if you go to page number 30, under pause and do, you have identify and write who am I. Okay, I'll do the first one for you. I help in chewing food. So what do you think will help in chewing food? Teeth, right? So please write teeth there. Okay, then 2 to 5, please do it yourself. You can take a picture and then send it to me in my personal number. Okay, so today I explained to you about the digestive system. This is also there in the book itself. Okay, in page number 28. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please ask me in my personal number. All right, thank you and have a nice day.